Hey guys, welcome back to another video on my channel. Today we're going to be covering some mod updates because over the last few weeks I have slowly been updating some of the older mods to try and get them updated to more recent versions, and I'm slowly getting there. But over the next week or so I will slowly be releasing them. Now we're starting with the smaller mods just because they are way easier to update than the mods that have a lot more content in them. And the first mod we're going to be covering in this video is MO Villagers. Now quickly let's recap what MO Villagers does before I cover the update. So MO Villagers is more villagers. It adds more villager professions to the game. My main goal for this mod was to add more villager professions without adding any new blocks or items. So currently the active variants inside of this pack is the Nether Trader, which is got a workstation of the respawn anchor. And if I quickly just grab some villagers, or this villager is going to pathfind over here. So this villager right here just trades Nether related items. So basically any item you can find within the Nether. We then also have the Redstone Trader, which is workstation of a target block. And if we quickly just wait for that one to pathfind over here. This one right here will sell any redstone related item. It's pretty much anything within the redstone creative tab. Then let's quickly just head a little bit away from the village so we don't have to have villagers keep pathfinding over. We then also have the Lumberjack, and this basically trades anything wooden related. We also have the Florist, which has a workstation of the flower pot. So let's just wait for this villager to detect the flower pot being there. And this one basically sells any flower, sapling, or vegetation-like block or item. We then also have the Miner, which has a workstation of the Furnace, which we should, there we go. And this one basically just trades any item that you find inside the caves. So stones, ores, it does also trade like Lush Cave themed items, and also dripstone and deep dark themed items. And then the final trader is the Ancient Trader. And this one has a workstation of suspicious sand. So this one is a bit harder to obtain. And this one basically trades any item you find while archaeology. So the first few items are very bad, but once you get up to the higher trades, you can get pottery shards and smithing templates. So just scrolling through and showing you some possible trades, I've leveled up these guys up to max. So for example, the Miner has some stones, ores, you can also find cobwebs, amethyst, and then some of the rarer ores. Now the trades are once again random, it pulls from a select list. You then have the Ancient Trader, which you can see right here sells some rubbish items to begin with, and then the more you level them up, they start selling pottery shards and also smithing templates. And we actually got extremely lucky there by getting the silence armor trim. We then have the Lumberjack, which you can see just trades some random wooden items, and they have a chance to trade either wood for emeralds or emeralds for wood. And then we have the Florist right here, which you can see once again it just has some random trades. The Florist is the same as the Lumberjack. It has a chance to trade the vegetation for emeralds or emeralds for the vegetation. And the final two is the Underworld Explorer, which is the Nether one. And you can see these just trade Nether themed items, with once again the final levels having rarer items in the trade. And then the Redstone Trader you can see right here. And the Engineer works the same as the others, where when you trade them up to the higher levels, the items they will trade are a lot rarer. That is now the mod. Now let's cover what updates I have brought to it for 1.21.4. So the first update that has been brought is the Florist. The Florist will now have a chance to sell open and closed eye blossoms, and also the pale oak sapling. So if you want either of them items, getting yourself a Florist now has a chance to trade them. Now obviously you can see we haven't got it right here, but it just pulls from the list of items they can trade. Now one thing to note about the eye blossoms and also the pale oak sapling, the pale oak sapling can be found from level 1 upwards, but the eye blossoms can only be found level 4 or 5. So you might need to trade up your villager quite high if you want to get some eye blossoms. And once again, they are quite rare because of the amount of items you have to trade. But here we go, we have got the pale oak sapling trade. Now once again, this can also be reversed. So you can also trade an emerald for pale oak, but this one wants pale oak for an emerald. So that is the Florist update. Now the Lumberjack has also had an update, and this is just to trade pale oak themed items, because obviously pale oak is now a new wood set. So the Lumberjack now trades it. Now pale oak can be either way around, so you can find pale oak for emeralds, or you can also find emeralds for pale oak. And the pale oak is exactly the same as the others, so if I quickly just place down a crafting table, you can also get the pale oak in tier 1. And as you unlock the lumberjack more, the trades that it unlocks are different. Each tier of the lumberjack basically unlocks a different category of wooden items. Now that is it for the villagers and their trades. Now inside of the update, there's no way to get resin through villager trades, and that's just because the items don't fit with any of these really. And same with the pale moss items, so the moss block, the carpet, and the hanging vines. Now I did also forget, you can also get the leaves, the pale oak leaves, from the florist as well. Just like the ordinary leaves, they can show up straight away. And this version is for Forge 1.21.4. But I do also have news. As of 1.21.4 and upwards, this mod will now be supported in NeoForge, and it should be released when you check this video out. So if you go to the description, there should also be a link for the NeoForge version, which is pretty cool. Now I do have a fabric version of this mod, but I'm bumping into a load of issues updating it. So for now, we won't be updating the fabric version, but it's something I hope to do once all mods are updated and I have a bit more time. Now I'm currently on the NeoForge version, and one thing I quickly do want to clarify, I know there are probably going to be people who want to see us downgrade the NeoForge version to, for example, 1.21 and also 1.20.6 and things like that. And it's something I don't plan to do yet. If you do want to see us downgrade the NeoForge version to an older version, do let me know the version you want to see in the comments. It's something I might look into. One other thing I want to mention, I have now fixed a bug where the villagers wasn't throwing their correct hero to village gifts, they were just throwing seeds. Well, this now seems to be fixed on Forge version. I'm not sure if it will be fixed on a NeoForge, just because the NeoForge system is a bit different, but I'm definitely going to try. Now let me quickly just cover what items can be gifted, because I have also made some tweaks to them. Now the Ancient Trader can currently give you a feather, copper ingot, stick, or brick. Now they all have the same chance to drop when they grant a gift. The Redstone Trader has a chance to drop a honey block, slime block, redstone dust, or a leather. And once again, these drops are when you have the Hero of the Village effect. The Florist has a chance to give wheat seeds, sugarcane, dandelion, or a poppy. The Lumberjack has a chance to give spruce planks, birch planks, or oak planks. The Miner has a chance to give deep slate, tuff, andesite, stone, granite, or diorite. And then finally, the Nether Trader has a chance to give crimson fungus, crimson roots, warp fungus, or warped roots. And they are all the items each profession gives when you have the Hero of the Village effect. Now, if you have any suggestions or feedback for the mod, do let us know, as we're always interested in updating the mod to make it better for everyone. And that is it for this update. With obviously 1.21.4 not adding too much, it was quite easy to update, and you can now use these villagers to get more recent update items as well. But one other thing to note, when making suggestions for this mod, we don't want to add any new items or blocks. The only thing we want to add is villager professions based on Minecraft items and blocks. But anyway, if you enjoyed, do like and subscribe, and I guess I'll see you guys in another one very soon, where hopefully we'll be updating another mod.